A lot of people my age are quietly worried about AI, not because they don't understand it, but because they think they're supposed to understand it and they don't. And nobody's admitting it. Here's the truth. The people building this stuff are mostly in their 20s and 30s. They grew up with social media and smartphones. They talk fast, they assume context, and they have no idea what it feels like to read a manual. I'm Alistair. I run multiple small businesses in New Zealand and South America, and I should be straight with you about something right from the start. The person you're watching right now isn't me sitting in a studio. This is a digital avatar created with AI. I recorded audio from my home office in New Zealand, and now an AI maps my AI voice and expressions onto this AI avatar version of me. Why does that matter? Because it means I can produce these videos while I'm actually running my businesses. No studio, no camera crew, no spending hours getting the lighting right. And later on this channel, I'll show you exactly how to do the same thing. A digital version of you handling content while you do the real work. So what you're watching right now is not just a video about AI. It is AI working for me right now. I'm 13. I'm sitting at a Sinclair ZX81 with 1 kilobyte of memory. That's less brains than a modern toaster. The keyboard isn't even a proper keyboard. It's a membrane you press with your fingers. You have to type your code perfectly because there's no save button. If you turn it off, it's gone. I wrote a simple program, mailed it off to a New Zealand computer magazine, and a few months later, it was published. That was my first taste of building something with technology. And honestly, the whole experience turned me off coding. Fast forward to today. I've built over 10 businesses in New Zealand and South America from scratch. I've hired people, I've made payroll, I've wished I could afford to hire more assistants and good staff. And that experience, that is exactly what AI needs. Because AI is not a technical problem, it's a judgment problem. It needs someone who understands context, nuance, and what a good outcome actually looks like. The 20-year-old coder can build a chatbot in an afternoon. But can they figure out what tools will actually accelerate your business? That's where you come in. Let me show you something. This is ChatGPT, or Gemini. Pick your flavor. I'm going to do something very basic. Write a sales email for this customer enquiry on a mountain bike. Include the price, a list of components, a link to an online review, and a clear next step. Keep it warm but direct. That took me 5 seconds to type. Now here's where experience wins. I know what a good email sounds like. I can look at this and go, that's too long, or that's too corporate, or that sounds like I'm begging. The AI gives me draft quality. I bring the judgment and clean it up. The 25-year-old can write code, but they haven't sent 500,000 emails. You have. You know what works. More than likely, you would never normally have the time to write an email with that much information in it. But now you only have to check it, edit it, and send. This is from my bike shop, but the same process works for hairdressers, builders, accountants, any business that answers customer enquiries. This whole channel is about one thing: not learning to code, not becoming a prompt engineer, but using AI to multiply the experience you already have. Get stuff done faster with better quality and better results. Here's the fear nobody says out loud. What if I'm too old for this? I hear it from other business owners. I hear it from friends. It's the same feeling you got when you first encountered Excel, or when you had to learn a new POS system, or when your kids tried to show you how to schedule a post on Instagram. AI feels like another thing moving too fast, and you don't have the time to catch up. But here's what I've learned from 30 years of running businesses. Fast doesn't mean deep. The small business owners winning with AI right now aren't the ones who can write the most complex prompts. They're the ones who know what problem to solve. When you've been in business 20 years, you know the problems. You've been solving them manually. AI just gives you a faster way to solve them. Things AI is bad at that you're good at. Knowing what good enough looks like. Understanding when a customer needs a call, not an email. spotting the difference between a trend and a fad, saying, that doesn't apply to my business. AI doesn't know your customer. So here's my challenge to you this week. Pick one thing you do every week that you don't enjoy doing. Chasing clients for payment, writing social media posts, responding to the same customer question for the 100th time. Open ChatGPT or Gemini. Tell it, in plain English, what you need, like you're explaining it to a smart intern who's never done it before. That sometimes means stating things that are completely obvious to you, because you've worked in your industry for so long. See what it gives you. Edit it. Send it. That alone is using AI. But here's the part that most people never figure out. Take the final version of that email you actually sent, paste it back into the same conversation, and ask the AI, write me a reusable prompt for this task based on how I edited your output. It will give you a prompt you can save on your phone, in Notes, Google Keep, whatever you use. Next time you need to do that same task, just paste that prompt and add the new context. The AI already knows the format you like, the tone you use, the structure you want. See what it gives you, edit it, send it, and keep improving it the same way. That's it. You're now using AI, and you're better at it than someone half your age because you know what the result should look like, and you've created a shortcut to get there faster next time. Every week on this channel, I'm going to show you at least one thing AI can do for your business. No jargon, no coding, just practical tools that make your life easier, more efficient, and surprisingly fun. Whether you wrote your first line of code before the internet existed, or you never wrote a line of code and decided building businesses was what you wanted to do, this channel is for you. And if you're wondering whether you can create a digital avatar like the one you're watching right now, we'll cover that too. I'll show you how to build a version of yourself that can handle customer inquiries, create content, and free up your time for the work that actually needs you. Subscribe. I'll see you next week.